Alright, what up YouTube? It's Tonight Saint here back with another video. And this video is gonna be on the Tao Te Ching. This is chapter 9. Chapter 9, part 1 of the book. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I'm just gonna read this part. I skipped one part of it. I skipped part 8. That's just because I'm still trying to process that one and really see what it's about. So I'm gonna read now on this one and see and really explain what I got from this. So Part 8. It is better to leave a vessel unfilled than to attempt to carry it when it is full. If you keep filling to a point that has been sharpened, the point cannot long preserve its sharpness. When gold and jade fill the hull, their possessor cannot keep them safe. When wealth and honor leads to arrogancy, this brings its evil on itself. When the work is done, when one name has become distinguished, to withdraw into obscurity is the way of heaven. This is interesting. So I think he's speaking about, for one, people overstand their welcome. I think that's speaking about also being more efficient. Being efficient, knowing your limits, and I think it's just overall just speaking about the matrix, right? I'm gonna go down the list starting from the matrix part. I say I'm gonna start at the top. All right, they saying leaving the vessel unfilled. It's better to leave it unfilled than to carry it when it's full. Like, let's take in life, right? Especially, I guess, since we got so much access to like information and the internet. It's like a sensory overload or a constant overload of information that's being pushed to people, right? So with that constant push of information, it's like you always have experiences, you always have information on it, and it takes away from one's own experience. Like, take me when I started to come into spirituality and like meditation. It's like I got all the information about meditation and I'm not meditating. It's like I'm getting all the information that I really don't need instead of taking my own energy and being able to practice it myself. It's like I'm being paralyzed by this information that's constantly being, fed to me, or I'm consuming just through the internet and through all these books I bought. And it's not allowing me to truly grow because I'm not experiencing life for what it is, right? I'm not actually going in the field, going to practice, get my numbers up, get my shots up, because I'm sitting there, I'm in the bleachers, I'm in like I said, I'm in the classroom, I'm in the mental classroom reading. I'm not really testing my efforts. And I think that's really more what they mean, is that, like I said, when people get a lot of information, they start to get overwhelmed. Like, I was overwhelming myself for zero reason when, like I said, a lot of life simple answers and solutions are pretty simple. Like I said, you just really have to you really gotta take it one day at a time and take it, know your limit, and do that constantly every day. Like I said, read if you can. Like me, like one thing I do is I read a chapter of a book a day. I know I can't read no full book in a day. That's just, I don't have the time. But for me to be able to create content and just keep my mind elastic, stretching my mind out so I can learn more, I read a chapter of a book a day. Sometimes I was reading like 3 chapters. Well, I was reading different books, but I was reading a chapter and just allowing my brain to really process information. So I think that's what they mean about, leaving the vessel unfilled and, like I said, overflowing it and putting too much into it. Now, but also, like I said, it just helps you with being more efficient and being more detail oriented, right? And then they go to this point where, like I said, when gold and jade fill the hull, their possessors cannot keep them safe. When wealth and honor leads to arrogancy, this brings its evil on itself. Like, and I think that's how people like self-sabotage in a way. Like they put too much on themselves, and then when they fail to rise to the occasion, or when they overestimate themselves, they sadly, like I said, they meet their demise, whether it's a great one or a flawed one. Either way, like I said, there's a demise happening. Like I said, what they say, pride always comes before the fall, and I think that's one way to say it. In the last part, when they were speaking about when the work is done and one's name is becoming distinguished, to withdraw into obscurity is the way to heaven. I really don't know what this all the way mean though. I was watching The Matrix. Like I said, I like watching The Matrix every now and then. It just be having some good scenes in there that just make you really be thinking. Especially when like I said, I remember like my first time like watching The Matrix, and I wasn't really I was into spirituality that much. I was still like very, not very scared, but I was still like, all right, I was still being very skeptical about it. I wasn't trying to, you know, go full on in it. And I was missing a lot of points that was being made in The Matrix. I think a lot of people be trying to like, I think a lot of people, side tangent, people don't watch The Matrix, all three of them, and really try to understand it. Like people watch the first one and then they think they understand it, but they really don't. And it's very deeper than what people, like it's what it's led on to be, and how people just be throwing the word Matrix out. But yeah, it was a scene in there where the Oracle was talking to Neo, and she was speaking about the programs, like how realistically in life, like I said, everything is programmed, and a lot of things in life, they literally follow this programming, and you wouldn't know, like literally, these programs, everything is a program, but some of these programs are so perfect at being programs, you don't even notice they're there. Like take out, it's like almost like the idea, like how people in real life, they think that we live in a matrix here, then let's say they want to get away from society and everything, and like go to like nature or something, and they forget that nature is a program in itself. It's just a more natural programming that's more conducive to your energetic field, just your spiritual side of yourself. But that's an illusion in itself, and that's a whole program that you don't even recognize exists. And I think that's what it speaks about. It's a lot of beauty in the natural illusion, like nature, or just the human mind and its capabilities. Something very beautiful about that. And those are like some of the things that people often forget, right? And I think that's what it's speaking about when they speak about obscurity, is that some things are like so great is that literally like you forgot about it. Like I think Kanye was speaking about it, like he said like one thing he want to do is be like legit, be like forgotten. And he's speaking about like the man that made the sidewalk. Like it was a Joe Rogan interview, I believe, or that one dude. I don't know. He a Rogan clone, but he was speaking about it. He's like, literally nobody know them. Like literally nobody knows the man that made the sidewalk, but like everybody uses the sidewalk. The sidewalk is like one of the most, you know, you see it everywhere. Like I said, it's never not a place with a sidewalk. Unless it's like a third world country. And even then, like I said, I doubt that. But yeah, it's like that's type of greatness that people need it. And like I said, and literally it's still going strong to today. But yeah, if y'all like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Thank you.